Good morning, friends and family. Welcome to the first episode of Chad's Chats. I'm here live with my brothers, Brian and Jackson. Welcome, gentlemen. Jack, if you want to, you're leaning a little. For me, I don't know if it's just me. You're a little off centered. Brian, thoughts? There we
I
go.
am.
Okay,
He
cool. All
is a
right,
little.
I didn't want to. I don't know. I just want a good product here. Okay, I just want a good product. How we doing, boys? Wide open on a Saturday morning. I've gotten a lot of shit done already. I'm pretty proud of my Saturday. How about you? How are you guys doing?
A little bit of the same. Did some laundry. Went to the grocery store. Boiled some chicken for dinner.
Ooh.
Some little soup and stuff.
Brian's
Nevada's like
shooting out of
2 hours away.
Hoboken, Nebraska, by the way, audience,
For the time being.
for the time being. uh, nice. Okay, well, that seems, what is it, like 10 over there right now?
Yep.
Cool.
10, 14.
10-4 tizzy. Jackson in the same time zone here in lovely California. Jackson, how are we doing today?
Good. I'm not the same luxury as you both, but I kind of just
Whoa,
rolled out
whoa,
of bed.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Saying
whoa.
luxury. What the fuck does that mean,
What are we,
dude?
silver spoon babies being born? Come
Luxury
on.
as in like getting up early enough to feel yourself a little bit before you can get up online and all that. You know what I mean?
Did you close
But
last night?
no, I didn't. I just
Oh,
I
then what are
just had
we
a long
doing?
day.
Jackson, what are we doing?
I have a lot of stuff like that. I don't just have one job.
What time did you get to bed last night?
Midnight.
Okay. All right. What did you? We're not gonna get too much into that
You
more.
shut me up.
Yeah, that's kind of late.
I'm an actor, man. I have stuff to do.
I mean, it is 8 o'clock. That's a solid 8 hours. I have a hard time sleeping past 6. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, we when
Right
you're
there
when
with you,
you're
man.
constantly working on your brain and all that stuff,
That's
it's a
right.
lot of work.
I really shut it off after 6. So you're right, Jack.
It's a lot.
Uh, it is a lot. Well, I'm happy to be here again as always. I'm kind of weirded out. It's a little strange. No one's asked me what was like behind me right now. This
I
whole
was
time,
going
no
to,
one
but I
said
didn't want
anything.
to
It's
interrupt because I was like your intro. Because when you said Jackson was a little far to the left, I was gonna be like, "And Chad, what's up?" I mean, I'm assuming
Chad,
Tatum
what?
painted that with how bad it looks.
Okay, okay, settle the fuck down, right? There's some good stuff on this wall. I'm kind of admittingly not showing much. That is Mount Doom though behind me. Okay, I have a Lord of the Rings mural
From
going
Harry
here.
Potter. Oh,
No, not from that trash franchise. This is a grown-up franchise with 11 Oscars behind its belt. Okay, Brian, have some respect. Probably more to come with some of the new
shitty
movies
TV
coming
show.
out. Okay, settle down. It's neither here nor there. But yeah, so that's what's going on behind me. There's got a couple things, some cool shit. Here, let me see if I can kind of
When did you do this?
look at that. Bam, got some eagles flying
Oh yeah,
there. Look at
look at
that.
that. I
But wait
like
a minute,
that.
where are they flying? They're flying
Where's Frodo?
to that guy. Frodo is, believe it or not, behind me. It's just they're kind of small for like actually it's not right there.
Him and Sam are
You
making
can't
out.
see it. You can't see it. Yeah, they're somewhere. They're somewhere. But I got the tower right there. That's kind of cool, right? Got some stuff brewing. I added, where is he? I added this little guy. Where is he? There it is. That little ant just kind of hanging
Where
out
is this?
on
What
the
part of the
edge.
house is
This
this?
is Chris's old room.
Oh, that's right. Shout out Chris,
Shout out
my
Chris.
boy.
Got to get him on the
sorry.
pod.
I was gonna
Future.
mention something, but I was like, I already know most of this, so I was just letting Brian take the card here. I've seen your mural already.
You've seen the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I added the ant pretty late here.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've
Pretty
seen that.
proud of the ant. So
No, it looks good. It looks really good. I like it a lot.
kind of like that. I did add it where he's looking over Isengard. That's really important. So yeah, it's pretty special. Got a nice little thing going in here. So
That's no, I like it. I like it.
we
So you
got
just took
this.
the room for yourself or for Tatum?
No, Tatum's never in this motherfucker. So look, I got this little painting up. That's kind of goes with the theme.
You painted that?
No, I got that at
Uh,
like TJ
I
Maxx.
was
Shout,
just asking,
shout
Jackson.
out TJ. That's actually it's like a yarn woven like
You painted
Oh,
it?
okay, okay, okay.
picture. It's pretty cool. So I just
Well, I
thought
mean,
it,
he painted the thing behind him.
No, I know. It's just like
that's a
it
that's
makes
a
sense.
reasonable question.
It is reasonable. I like to laugh. I'm sorry. I laugh a lot.
So yeah, I'm thinking about painting the doors of Moria somewhere, but that's that's in the future. That's in the future. So
Damn, that's tight.
yeah, we got a
No, that's what's up. That's what's up.
nice little thing. But yeah, I'm in here now because Tatum and was sleeping in a little bit. Didn't want to wake up the wife and kids because this was all usually in my room. So kind of moved it over here, like the background too. So I was like, yeah, let's ride.
Probably should be the podcast room,
I
the
a
Okay,
little.
podcast
cool.
It's
studio.
nice. It's real quiet. Kind of in here. I'm not bothering anybody, so it's good lighting. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All you need is some like soundproof walls. Like
Do you got?
the
Do you guys
put up
hear
some
any like
carpets.
outside stuff from me, or is it pretty
All you have to
easy?
do is put up random carpets on the walls, and it covers a lot of the sound. But you don't need it because you have a good
A,
mic.
a
So
lot of the technology, yeah, nowadays does that for you. I mean, we're not out here in a construction zone or anything.
yeah.
We're shooting in the suburbs. We'll be alright, unless those darn kids are riding their mopeds again. But all right. Well, let's get into some of the juicy meat this week. Anybody see that we talked a little bit about it earlier? You want to get into that Stephen A. LeBron stuff?
Let's do it.
I I personally finally loved the rebuttal that Stephen A came back with. I thought it was so good. That's what I was looking for from the first response. Um, and then he got all worked up because LeBron went on where did he go
Oh,
on
McAfee.
Pat McAfee's show, kind of kept going about it, and so Stephen A just went off. I saw it was like a 15-minute clip of him just ranting about how LeBron is a petty child, and I just thought it was hilarious.
All
In a
right,
time
keep going.
in a time where there's not a lot going on in sports, I'm all for it. And I personally would love to see more of athletes going up against reporters and analysts.
Mhm.
It's good TV.
It's always a good time when they both go at it because you get one side of athletes, like actual athletes, and then you get another side of the reporter aspect. But then when you have the reporters be athletes at the same time, it's kind of really cool watching that, like kind of go back and forth. But you see more often the reporters that have never played a lick of sports in their life, and
Yeah.
and they go after it with other like. I mean, you do I feel like players see them differently, like way differently than regular
Probably.
players that actually report. You know what I mean? I just think that takes like a toll on like big time sports people, like big time sports celebrities or reporters at the same time. It's like I feel like that's been such a big beef for like a while now, and like well not for a while, for probably forever, but like just like that notion of reporters think that they know more than they actually do, which in this case, like
They know a
Stephen A
lot. They
was
know a good
totally right.
amount. Yeah, they know a good amount. I think the reporters, especially like Stephen A's been in this shit for a minute. He's been doing it for a while.
No,
I don't,
right, right.
some of the stuff he says is ridiculous, but I think
But yeah,
at the core of it, he's an entertainer, and for this specific thing, like a broken clock is right twice a day, Brian. Okay, I know you're over there. You got some things to say.
I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go.
But in this aspect, I do believe he was in the right, and I do think like LeBron was kind of petty for kind of stepping up and saying, "Don't talk about my son," and then
100%.
saying, and then going on the Pat McAfee show and saying, "You can talk about athletes. I don't care about that." Like what?
So is your
That's
son
all.
not an athlete?
Yeah. Well, like what were
So,
you talking about then? Like, so
well, one, LeBron is petty, 100%. But
we
you're
all
gonna
knew
tell
that.
me Stephen A. isn't petty?
Oh, he
The
has
man's
to
the
be.
most petty.
No, I'm not. No one's saying
Like,
that. No one's saying that. But there's a factor of right and wrong here, Brian.
What's the right and wrong?
The right and wrong is was LeBron right for coming up and saying don't talk about my son to an NBA analyst?
I mean, is he right about it?
That's
No,
that's
because
as
that
plain and
that's
simple as
going
it gets.
to
Yeah, it's his
that's
job.
going like it LeBron, right? But I don't think LeBron was saying like don't talk about my son like that, and the more of the fact of like he took it to a different level other than basketball. That's what I think LeBron's been getting at. But however, I don't think Stephen A this last rebuttal to the Pat McAfee was good for Stephen A. I mean, he got caught in a lie. I mean,
Stephen A.
he basically said that there's a specific reason. I'm not going to say why you didn't attend Kobe's memorial service when he, in fact, did attend Kobe's memorial service.
Did
So,
he?
what was, yes,
It's proven like 100%.
there's literally Twitter fucking corrections on posts being like,
Well,
this is a lie.
if that's the case, then yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah. Like,
Was there a second memorial service?
like Stephen A went on Twitter and apologized. He's like, "Oh, I got that wrong." But
Oh
it's like
boy. Oh
if
boy.
you
Okay.
got
All
that,
right. All right. Plot thickens. Then I didn't know
yeah,
that.
if you
Hand up.
got that wrong,
Hand up.
then like you were saying that there's a reason why,
Was
but
that
it didn't happen. So then, like, what were you just making shit up
Now
that
it's kind of stupid. Yeah. Now
you
it's a
know?
little
But
dumb.
I did you watch the Pat McAfee LeBron
I
interview?
watched about half of it. I
I
watched.
thought
I
it was
think I
pretty
got all of
good.
it. I think I
I
got all of it.
mean, you definitely do get that aspect of LeBron where it's like, yeah, he is corny and like cheesy, but like the man is just he's LeBron James. Like,
LeBron
you
James.
know, like it
I,
is interesting hearing a lot of like what he had to say. And I mean, Stephen A, like everyone, like Stephen A does exactly what he needs to do. He does like everything in
It's
this
the button.
argument or whatever, like he played it to what he needed to do. Whether he got made fun of at certain points with the boxing and I would have put my hands on him
That was
and all
weird.
that,
That got a little
like
weird.
yeah, like, but guess what? People are still talking about it,
Did LeBron
like all
post
that.
a boxing
He
video?
did, he
Oh,
did.
all right. That's, again, like that's pretty funny. It's funny
Yeah,
because
well,
it's like how like childish it is getting.
exactly, exactly. Like it is funny because we haven't seen this. Like we've seen Kyrie or KD be like, "Man, that dude doesn't know what he's talking about," like whatever. But never to the extent of like
I
this.
think the closest we've gotten was KD burner accounts.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like little shit like that.
this is like out the mouth, like from the horse's mouth. Like it's entertaining. I hope there's
No,
more.
it's been great. I like it. I mean, he went on Pat McAfee's show as well when there were reports that him and Stephen A weren't, were feuding a little bit. So it's
the
like, oh, what am I
the
gonna do?
show right
Go to Pat
after.
McAfee? Yeah.
Yep.
So that yeah, it's 100% petty. Um, I, I think Shannon Sharp kind of said it on First Take though, where you like, I think Stephen A just needs to let it go. I think they both like just stop, like done. All right, everyone said what they need to say. I can see if LeBron wants to say something else to be like, bro, you lied about me being at that
Dude,
memorial
if
service, but I would
LeBron
just drop it.
if he didn't lie about that, man, he would have had such a better. Now it's like your whole case is ruined.
he
Like
added. Did he add that? Did he add that whole thing when he was
that
like
was the
after the
whole
fact?
that was the whole bomb right there. That was the
It
biggest
was
part of the whole thing. It was just like, wait,
yeah,
what?
it was after the fact. So after
Did
his
wait a
Pat
minute? Did he
McAfee.
go? Did he go to Dwayne Wade's jersey retirement?
No, but you've already lied about the Kobe thing.
Yeah, but I'm
So then
just
it's
all
like,
right.
so
But if he
then
just would have
what?
had, if he just would have had the jersey retirement thing, I think that might have been enough,
I don't even know because you're
and he could
still
have
in the
played on
middle.
him being a bad
Was
teammate
it?
instead
It
of
was. Is it during the middle of the season?
nah, dude, you gotta show up to your boys'
That's
things.
so. That's such a weird take. But this whole
I
thing
don't
just
know.
seems kind of like played a little bit more
Yeah,
than
that's what I'm saying. You
I
gotta
thought it was over like
end it.
last week, and then it
but
just kept
they do
going.
that. They do that sometimes to kind of play the media, so you don't know
Look,
what the hell is real.
LeBron knows nothing's going on this year, so he's got to stay relevant somehow. It's not on the basketball courts. Let's be honest. Take that hat off, Brian. Anyways,
What do you
let's
mean? They're
move on, guys.
literally
No,
they're
just
gonna be in
kidding.
the playoffs.
Oh, they're gonna be in the playoffs. Okay, that's good.
They're gonna be in the playoffs.
That's gonna be fun. I can't wait for the NBA playoffs. When do
Yeah,
they,
no, I think it's gonna be
we
a
got
good one.
about 10 games left, right? 10 games,
Yeah, the playoffs are right around the corner.
give or take.
Finally, finally.
Where are the Lakers at? Third.
I think they were the fourth seed.
They've been losing the last couple games
Well,
here.
remember LeBron was out, so that kind of hurt a little bit. Um,
He wasn't
but
out.
and
He
then
wasn't out against. He wasn't out against the Bulls.
he
Hey,
wasn't, but he was there the day before and hit the game winner.
hey, Austin Reeves might. Hey,
Oh
Austin Reeves will come
man,
in. You know what I'm
what
saying?
an ending! What an ending!
The Indiana game, I know that was crazy. That was great just to see that.
No one remembers the Indiana game.
I remember
I
that
mean,
game. It was
look,
a pretty good game.
it was a bad pass. You still got up, and they hit a half court shot. Like, I mean, what are
No,
you
it was
gonna
good.
do?
It's great. It's great basketball. Great basketball.
Yeah,
Just the stuff you wish you're there to see live. Those are like the
I did
games you
watch
want.
it live. That shit
You
sucked.
did? Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I just saw the highlights.
I was watching it because I watched both games because I was like, oh shit, they're playing it back to back,
Dude, those live
and
daggers are the worst.
it was tough because it was literally the night before he hit it. Like, let's fucking
You were
go.
riding
And
so
then
high off that
I
wave.
mean, yeah, and then you make the shot, and then you don't. How often do half court shots fucking go in?
Almost never. Well, if you're Peyton
Yeah,
Pritchard, a lot.
yeah. But so then, yeah, once you saw that, you're kind of like, no, and then it was just a clean fucking shot, and you're like,
It's
what are
so
you gonna do?
weird. It's just a whole weird 12 seconds of
Yeah.
basketball. It was fun though. It was good
No, it
stuff.
was good. It was entertaining. It was what you wanted out of basketball.
We got the draft coming up. I've been kind of tuning in on that. Anybody know any prospects coming out? I feel like every year we
I
get worse
do.
and worse. Jack, you got some?
NFL?
Yeah,
I'm very on.
NFL.
I'm
Me
pretty on top
too.
of it. I mean,
Nice, nice.
I know the draft pretty well.
Jack is
I
Well,
a
because
think
your team's like the
Colts
number one pick,
fan.
right?
What are they, like third,
15.
fourth?
Okay,
Are you
Brian.
guys
I mean,
really
Uh,
15?
we're in the middle.
Really?
Okay.
Real? No way.
Yes, the
We're
Colts are in the middle.
13. Did you guys
We're
do
right
worse,
next to you,
better than
Chad. Every
us?
damn year. Every damn year, the Colts
Did
are
you
right
guys do
next to the
better than
Bucks.
us?
And I
Weird.
swear, if you pick someone again
Is
that
it
we
an
need,
offensive
to,
tackle?
no, we need a tight end. I think we're gonna pick up Tyler Warren
You're not.
from.
I don't think he's gonna fall to you guys. But
Really? You don't think so?
if he
I
gets
think
to
you will.
us, we might pick him. But we need an offensive line. I'd
I'll be
rather have an
so.
offensive lineman.
I'd be livid if you picked him up because that'd be again another player that the
Who's the other
Dolphins
guy?
got. Phillips. He
Oh
came
yeah, that guy.
right
Well, he's
before
been hurt the last 2 years,
Quiddy
so you're
Pay.
not
He's
missing. You
still
haven't
more
missed much.
talented than Quiddy Pay though. Like,
That's true. I'm glad you said
I mean, Quiddy
that.
Pay. Quiddy Pay can only do so much, but yeah, the draft is really small this year. I mean, it's like you go from like 1 to 10, and then after that, you're good until probably pick 58. Like,
They're all about
like
the
God
same.
damn.
because it's that
It's a
small
bunch
the
of
draft. Like,
Jags.
look, like you got Travis Hunter, and then you got Abdul Carter in the first 2 rounds. I
There's
mean,
a couple
first two
guys, and you
picks.
got the quarterbacks, and then you got what's the running back?
Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders.
Yeah,
Are
I
like
want to
not
see. I want to
really.
see where they go.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward's probably gonna go to the Titans
Isn't
first pick.
is
He,
Ewers in the draft too from Texas?
yeah, he's really surprising. But I don't think he's gonna go until like round
He's
2
not
or
gonna
3.
go. He's gonna be like a sleeper though. Like I think he's gonna be pretty good this next year.
Maybe he might be like
Mark it
a
down right now.
Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins type. You know,
Don't insult the man. No, I'm just kidding.
they're not bad players.
Do you like that?
They're just
Kirk,
Hey,
I like
Kirk
Kirk. I'm a
Cousins.
Kirk guy, but Dak is.
Kirk Cousins made his bank. Okay, I don't care what you say about him, but he made bank. Like
I
more
like
money
He
Kirk.
got the
probably.
bag.
I
He got the
liked.
bag.
He
I've
made. I
always
think
been a
he
Kirk fan.
if
I don't think Dak's been a very good quarterback. I think he's
no, but he's still
benefited
taking
behind
his.
the best offensive line for a long time, and now that's not the case, and now you're seeing the cracks.
Arguably,
So
he's taken his team to more appearances to the playoffs than Kirk has ever have. So, if you think about it like that, I mean, it's
how many playoff games has he won?
none.
I think he's won
Wait,
one.
maybe
I think he
one.
got
I
one.
think
I think he
one.
got
No,
one. I think he might
Damn,
have got
that's
one.
tough. Only
Yeah,
one.
I
but
know. I know.
but
Well,
if you
Dolphins don't have any, so.
yeah, I mean,
So,
there's a, I mean, you could talk about numbers and playoff experience, all you want. I mean, people can go back and forth, but yeah, again, like going back to the draft is not really that big. I mean, like I
it's a
could tell
couple
you which
guys.
players
I
I
want to.
want on my team,
I got a
but
couple running backs. I want to see where they go. I want to see where a couple of wide receivers go. That guy from Arizona. I want to see where he goes. He's like surprising. He's a big
there's
wide
a,
receiver.
I would like to see how Abdul Carter does, like in the NFL, because he looks really cool too. Like he looks really cool prospect. He like looks like a blue chip player coming out of
He's
college. Like he's just gonna come in and like basically be
is he
like a
the
Micah
edge rusher,
Parsons. Yeah, he's like
the
a Micah
linebacker?
Parsons almost. Like he played for what, Penn State.
Penn State, I think. Yeah, Penn
Yeah,
State's
he
got those dogs.
every year, dude. Every year they got
They
freaking
do.
them in Georgia, man. They have
I
freaking
think
dogs.
Carolina. They might pick him. But yeah, it's that's only a few days away. That should be
I
actually.
didn't even
Is
know
it
it
a
was
few
a few
days or
days away.
is it a few days or a few
I
or a
think it's this
month?
weekend, no?
No, let me
Or
find out real
maybe
quick.
I had
next.
no clue.
When's the NFL draft? Thursday,
What did they
April
find?
24th.
Oh,
Oh, you
we're
still got a
all
while,
Yeah, we
bro.
got like
What
a
are you
month. We're
talking
not even close. Yeah, we're not even
about?
close. Shout out
Next
that. It's
weekend?
also my mother's
Hey,
birthday.
cut that, cut that, cut
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out. Don't worry.
that's
Draft
funny.
is coming up. We got a month away actually, so it should be interesting to see where all those chips fall. Um,
Should be.
let's get into some TV shows or movies. Where anybody watching? We're all caught up on Daredevil still. Everybody all caught up on
Sadly, yeah.
Dairy D. Yeah, he's still not impressed, Brian.
Dude, I mean, to take it away if you guys don't mind.
What?
I hated it. I like the bank episode.
that
What was the
was
point of that episode?
That was weird. That was like
It was
it felt like very like 90s
it was a
cartoony.
filler episode in a 9 episode season. Like,
Is it 9 or
it,
is it 8?
I think it's 9
Oh,
It's
thank
nine.
because
God. Thank God. Cuz I'm just like you
because
got
it's
two
like
left.
I can't even tell you what the storyline is
I have no
in
idea.
these 6 episodes or
It's
however many there've been. Like, I
it's
legitimately don't know.
it's spoiler alert. Uh you know, Fisk is trying to I don't know.
Do what?
He's trying to be bad in a different way, like a politician way, to
But
where
like,
it's
what
like
is he doing?
everything's kind of legal. Well, like so, like the doc thing he was setting up to try
Yeah,
to run. Like they hadn't really talked a lot about that, so that was kind of like,
they
but
haven't
but
talked about anything, dude. And
but what he
like,
was doing was trying to set up his own like drug distribution thing. Um,
yeah, but it's just like you guys still aren't really going into anything. Um, Like even that whole bank episode, you could have made it so much more better in
it
the
was
sense
a
of like actually had Matt fight more, or like they were after the diamond, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh, they have a boss, and it's like, okay, but it's one thing if like they distracted you with the diamond, but they actually wanted to steal something else. But it felt like the whole point of that episode was to introduce like Miss Marvel's dad, who had no idea that was her dad until my brother told me. And I'm like, once again, fuck you, Marvel,
just
for
thought he
make
was like
expect
a fanboy.
yeah, expecting me to like know these characters and because I should have watched the movies or the show. And
So
then the
dumb.
next episode after that, like can we just stop with the White Tiger's niece? Like, can we just like cut her out of the show entirely?
There was
I
like a
think
couple parts where she was like really soap opera-y.
Yeah, and then like even when he throws on the suit, it's just like when he's running across the rooftops, it looks so fake and so bad. And
it
I'm just
looks so
like,
bad.
you guys had a blueprint of literally a blueprint of 3 seasons of you're like,
Fumbled the
yo, this
bag.
show's awesome. Let's try to like, you know,
Expand.
change, not change much, just expand.
Yeah,
And they have failed miserably. I
they
can't wait
did.
till this season's done.
So you
And
could
then
just
that
rip
way
it
I
a
could
new
just,
one.
that or I could just be like, I'm not watching season 2. Like this shit sucked.
They're gonna have to change the game because I'm sure they've already gotten a lot of backlash on this season
They're
alone.
saying it's good. People are saying it's good. They have
Not a
good.
lot of people.
I think it was like this last episode was like a really good rating. I don't know.
Crazy.
I thought the
It
People
second
just sucking
episode
off
in it.
Marvel.
I I thought the second episode wasn't bad, but the bank one was confusing because it was like it didn't even end well. It was just like, so what is the diamond? What the fuck is the diamond? What is that thing? Like, is
I have
that
no
like
idea.
the little necklace that White Tiger was wearing? Like, what the hell is that?
It's
Does it
like
just
again,
stay with the dad? I don't know. I don't know.
Disney's going back to like just making a bunch of confusing plots and plotting into one, storyline to try to make you figure it out. But it's like again, it doesn't work. You can't like I see what they're trying to do with their comic books and stuff because if you remember, I don't know if you guys read comics at all, really, but
Getting into it. Getting into it.
Born Again, those comics, like I could see what they're trying to do, but you have to remember, like I'm not saying America's dumb, but you have to kind of treat America, or you have to treat the viewers that they're dumb in a way where it's like you kind of have to fold back in.
Jack. Damn it!
We just lost half the
do you want
viewership right
do you want
now.
anyone to watch it? I'm
We're
just
dumb.
kidding.
We're dumb. I'm saying the way we process things on camera, like you have to kind of make it easy for the audience to watch it. And when you have all these plot lines plopped into one, and then try to make them remember other characters from from other movies, like they have been trying to do for a while now, it doesn't work really well unless it's a big character like Chris Hemsworth or Chris Pratt or
Well,
Doctor Strange.
like
Um,
name like real people and then like fake people.
Well, like, and to like
no, but
Jack,
like it's just like it's a problem that they have, and then they make these horrible scripts from these cheap writers that they bring in, and they don't actually spend money on it, and then they come up with this bullcrap that we're watching.
it's
And
like
Do you ever
to
think you could write like a script? Do you ever want to like sit down and
no.
really? No, you don't think
I'd
so?
love to.
I
I'd
kind
love
of
to
I
I
don't.
take the time.
I would like to be in a writer's room to be like, here's my ideas. You
maybe
guys
not
give the
like by
dialogue.
maybe not like by yourself, but like
Mm.
us three.
I just think
Let's write a fucking movie, guys. Like,
like my the whole thing like with kind of what Jackson was saying about all these different characters and stuff. I mean, obviously he's well known, but what was the point of the Punisher being in this
he's coming back.
season?
He's coming back. He's
It for
coming
season 2, I
back.
guess, but like
No, no,
I've
no,
been
no. He's coming back for this season.
oh well like
Yeah.
I was reading that this
Spoiler alert.
show that this show was like they had a show
Yeah.
and they fired the writers midway
They
because
rewrote the entire thing
but
because
that's where because yeah like it just wasn't that good
well
or
Yeah.
they said
whatever.
because fans got I heard because people wanted the old one. They weren't gonna have Matt or Foggy or Karen or any of the first three
I
seasons
heard like it was
attached
they were
at
gonna
all
focus
really.
more on Matt as a
It
courtroom
was just
guy,
gonna be him and
which they're
Fisk.
doing. But like my thing is, Feige, how the hell are you not reading the scripts to be
Yeah.
like, hey yo, what the fuck is this? Before they start shooting? Like so that to me is just saying like they're
Mhm.
not really giving a fuck about this and they're just expecting the Daredevil crowd to just watch it, but it's just, and yeah, money, but it's just like, dude, like, I haven't been impressed. I'm ready for the season to end and then just like stop
Yeah.
watching
And I
unless season two is like a huge upgrade.
we need to clear the room, right? We need to fire everyone, get some new writers, and I bring the old group, bring the exact same writers from Netflix, and just do that. Like
Like, why is
What are
that
they
so
doing
hard?
right now? What are they doing right now?
they
They're
can't be
probably
doing
eating popcorn with their money and being like,
this piece of shit. No, no. I mean, you know me. I mean, I wanted it to be so good. I really did.
we
And
all
I
do. We
had
love
I
Daredevil.
had some high expectations on it, and
He
so
did, he did, he
far
did.
so far it's not hitting the mark. It's really not. I don't think it's
It's cheap.
like a disaster, but I just don't feel like they're doing anything justice with like the story and the characters that they
Because
have.
Daredevil is such a good character too, and
They
they're
brought
just
it back from
like,
Ben Affleck from the grave, and then you wanna give us this, and then you're killing him again. It's just
He's
like
the Batman of Marvel. Like
yeah, 100%.
like he is.
I
He's
never thought
literally
of it.
like
I never thought of it that way. I guess he kind of is. He's
he
not
is.
rich though, so I guess
No,
In
but
the
he has
sense of like storyline, you know.
detectives,
if him
all
and Iron
that.
Man had a baby, I guess I feel like Iron Man's the Batman of
Iron Man's pretty
Marvel.
rich too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he has
Iron Man hasn't faced true tragedy like Daredevil
That's
has.
true. You're right. Well, yeah, you're right.
lost his
That's why the
fucking
baby
eyesight.
thing. If they had a baby, there you
But
go. um,
But again,
yeah,
it's
no,
like we
that
love this
I
character,
haven't liked it.
We love this character so much and we expect so much more. And then you have it rated R and it's like you're set up for success, Disney, and you fail.
what's
You
happening with
fail at it.
Bullseye too?
I think they literally just brought him in just to be like,
I
I think that's something the new writers did, where they were just like, yo, I'm reading these scripts and there's nothing. We got to throw something in there. Throw another tragedy Matt's way and throw a fight scene in there. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we
if
never see anything
I
from him again.
I can't believe like they just brought him in for that and that's it.
That's what
Like,
was confusing too. I
and
was
then
like,
like
what
why
happened
not
to him?
why not kill him off? Why bring it? Why make him alive? That fall would have killed anyone. Like, you had an out. You had an out.
I was
They
like,
better bring that
what?
dude back. They better bring him back. I'm telling you.
Maybe they do, but like as of right now, I mean, it just feels so cheap to me. It feels like every Marvel TV show, and just like kind of like cheap. They don't really give a fuck, and they're just expecting the Marvel name, the Daredevil name, to like bring in the viewers and be like, we're doing shit right now. Because like I have no faith in Marvel right now.
It's
I'll still
tough.
watch it, but like I don't have faith. Like I don't have faith in Thunderbolts or
No, I
fucking
have no interest in watching that movie.
Fantastic Four.
I do. I
Mm.
now that we're coming back with Fantastic Four. I'm telling you,
I
I'm back.
think,
We're
yeah.
back in with Fantastic Four. I think it's gonna be a fresh start, a totally fresh like vibe. It's gonna give Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibes. I think,
Ooh, that's a stretch.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
because that was also
Guardians
like,
was
because
man,
look, because when that came
so
out, that
good.
was like, I was like, what? I remember watching videos on like some of the
A lot of people
characters on
were.
like what the
A
hell
lot
they
of
even
people.
were, and I was just like, a talking raccoon? Like, what are we doing, guys? And it turned out to be one of the best movies. Their
I
lines,
think
But I never felt that though with Guardians. I thought that was
Really,
going to
you
be
thought that
good.
was gonna be a hit right off the bat?
Well, not a. I thought it was going to be like I was super excited for it.
But
But
but but at
granted,
that
that was
at
in the
that
height.
point they
That
couldn't
was the height of
miss. They
Marvel.
couldn't miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
So
also
Yeah,
like
but now right now all they're doing is
you're
missing.
right. You're right. You're right. So this is. I mean, think outside the box a little, Brian.
and
Okay.
I think which is
I got
why
to be
At
more of
some
an
point they
optimist. I got to
gotta.
be
look
more of an
At some point
optimist.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
change. All right.
look,
No,
which
yeah,
is
true, true,
why
true, true,
like
true.
I'm not trying to give them the benefit of the doubt either. But if you think about Marvel and how big the X-Men was to Marvel, and Disney didn't have X-Men for a long time, so maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to recollect X-Men and Fantastic Four and all that, like, and bind it together, and they're trying to figure out a story, which is where Doomsday and Secret Wars will come in, and all that, and the next phase of Marvel with Fantastic Four. I think truly that it's gonna change the game.
I
Like I
heard
agree with Chad. Like I think it's gonna be like a completely big thing for them, and it's gonna move them forward. Just because of the history of how their movies have been. Like again, like Guardians was such a big hit because it was the first thing, kind of space thing that they did with Marvel characters. You know, like it was like a basically space heroes coming down, and
it was
it's
really
a completely
original,
different thing.
super
Very
original.
original. So like, not that Fantastic Four is original, but we haven't had a good Fantastic Four
This
movie.
take on it.
Yeah, exactly, and they're going back to the original take, which is like the '70s.
It helps that the last thing that came out for Fantastic Four was one of the worst pieces of crap that's ever been made in the
It was
history of
I,
so
movies.
bad.
I saw a clip of that on Instagram the other day, and I was like, I should throw that on just to see how shitty it is.
It's crazy. It's
Have you
crazy
seen
how
it?
bad. Yeah, no, it's
I mean, like forever ago.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Like it's like surprisingly.
Your boy Michael B. Man, what the hell?
And Miles Teller too.
I know
There's great actors in it. I
they
mean,
had some.
great actors. I mean, the thing is a good actor too. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
there's good
Jamie
Yeah,
Bell.
yeah, he's pretty
good
good.
actors in that movie, but
Just
what can
sucks.
you do? But yeah, I mean, going back to the Marvel Daredevil, I mean, it's just again cheap, and it
Cheap.
just feels like they continue to do the same thing over and over. Let's see. Hopefully, they make a change.
They're still
In
holding
the
on to
future.
that end game loyalty. They're still riding off. They're like, we did do end game though,
The
so
end game loyalty. Hey.
Sure.
I mean, it's not just the end game
we did
loyalty.
do
It's
Spider-Man 3,
it's
No Way
the
Home.
loyalty. Like they were on. There will never be another run that Marvel was on. Like
Maybe
that's a
any company.
generation
It was crazy.
ever.
It was
Like it
crazy.
was, however long it was of our lives.
It's like 20
That
years.
yeah, like it was crazy. Like, and I'll still go back and watch them. Like I watched Winter Soldier the other day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
good.
like Marvel's always gonna have a place in all of our hearts, at least people who, our age. Um
Hmm.
and also go watch the movies, but I mean they gotta get some criticism right now.
They got it. You got to take your
And
lumps
also,
where
that felt like I don't know. To me, that felt like an end of a spark for movies and theaters. You know what I mean? Like
I was
I
thinking about it too. It's like there's not a lot of really good movies like
well, not
anymore.
Well,
that. Like with streaming and everything now, it's like it's so different. Like you don't even like people don't even want to wait for it anymore. They'll just wait for it
Well,
to
what's better
stream.
is better, Jack. Okay, I love watching a movie in my house with my shit. I can
It's not
I
better,
pause
man.
love
You
it.
know it's
I
not.
love going
I
to the
love it.
movies.
I don't care.
I love going to the
Fine, you have a
movies,
movie sound system in your house. Like,
and I love going to the movies. So that
I,
should
It's
tell
still
you something.
better.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
movie theaters are still better sound system. You can try to up your game all you want. I mean, but like it's not the same going to
I,
the movie theaters
I
like that
think there's
magic.
an audience for both, and
Mm.
I and
100%,
you
like
know
100%. But I think people need to go to the movies. I try to go to the movies a lot because I like supporting the movies.
There's
Um,
magic to it,
hashtag support
but
the movies.
like, I mean, I just think right now it just depends on the movie. Like we saw with Top Gun Maverick, Tom
Mm.
Cruise saved the movie
Yeah, of
industry.
course.
God,
Then we
I hated
saw
that movie so much.
Horrible Take by
If we
You,
were
and
doing
then
top five
we
most overrated movies, that would be on my list for sure.
and then we
Great
had
segue.
Barbie and Oppenheimer that like brought in like
Those were
tons of
good.
people to the
Those were good.
movies.
Those were
Those
good
are both
movies.
great.
Um, so it's like I just think it depends on the movie. Like you'll get a Deadpool 3. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but
I
like
will say Barbie was a
um
little overrated though. I will say. Like
100%.
the ending, like
100%.
nothing changed in the
Like
end. Like they
someone
started when
knows
they began. Like
I remember some before I had seen the movie, someone online on Twitter was just like I was like I didn't realize that Barbie was like a kids movie. And then I was like, what? And then I watched it and I was kind of like, it does feel like a kid's movie a little
Yeah.
bit.
Because the
I was like,
ending, you
not what I
think there's going to be
expected.
some big like resolution at the end, and it's just like, oh, just do the same thing.
But
Like,
I know, like, hey, we're not the target audience. We're not the targeted audience.
apparently, 12-year-olds are. Who knew?
Jackson's staying quiet. He's trying not to get
And
canceled
they
right
wanted
now.
an Oscar nomination. Come on, what are we doing?
I honestly, I mean, I thought the movie was um
That's
not.
good.
I don't want to say revolutionary, but like I think it was just different, and I liked it a lot for that reason. I thought
I
it
thought it
was
was
new.
fun. I thought it was
Thought it was
fun.
original, and I thought it was kind of cool for.
Was it original though? Because Tyra Banks did it in like the early 2000s
No,
with
I
that
think it was
doll
original.
movie.
The way it
That was a
was, I
better
think it
movie.
was.
Remember that movie? You know what I'm talking about?
The
I
concept
don't.
Life
though of
size.
the
You
whole
don't remember
thing.
that when the doll gets made into a person and then like
Oh, wasn't that
she.
like a Disney Channel original
That was a
movie?
good movie. That was a good movie, and
I bet if you
that
rewatched it
was
now, you'd
better.
be
No,
saying
I
something
bet you.
different.
No, I think that shit
I
would
think
slap.
the message with the movie though is I think is really good and profound, and I think what they did with it, the director, the writer, I think as a woman director, I think it was revolutionary for its time, and like what she did for, you know, for Barbie and for women, I think it was really cool. But that's just me. Are we gonna move forward with the top five?
He's like, I want to stop talking about this right now. Uh,
We can
great,
continue talking
great.
about Barbie and
No,
Oppenheimer.
no, no. I can go on and on about why Barbie was a horrible movie, but we can't. We'll move on.
A horrible movie.
Our it went from
It went
not,
from like, oh, I liked it. Yeah, horrible movie.
but not a great
He's telling the
ending.
truth.
Now
Hey,
it's
this is the
the
guy that
worst
thinks that
piece of shit.
Transformers is a good movie. Okay,
The
so
first
let's
three
not.
are really good. I'm sorry, shoot me. Like the first three are good
But
movies.
you can't compare Transformers and Barbie. They're completely different
You
things.
can apparently. They're both children's movies now that we know.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna
Transformers
Fair,
tell
had
you
fair,
way
this.
better.
fair.
Transformers was way more entertaining. I'll tell you that right now. But if Ken wasn't in that movie,
Oh,
sorry.
you know what, Chad? I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to say it. I was like, the best part of
and
Barbie was fucking Ken.
the Kens, all of them, they were hilarious. You know,
The
and
best
Barbie was
part
just
of the
kind of a
movie.
dick to him.
Hey,
Like,
and honestly, the message of how they made the Kens was really cool. I thought that was really
but at the
interesting.
end, don't they just
They made
leave
him a
it to like
little too dumb. Like,
at
okay, guys, all
at
right,
the end?
we get it.
Don't they just leave it the exact same? Like,
I don't
doesn't
know. I
things
only
just
saw the
like
movie once. I don't need to watch it again.
yeah. You're like, I mean, that and Land Before Time, they're basically the same movie, right?
Land Before
Land Before
Time.
Time was a good. That's even a better series. We're getting off track here. We're getting off
It's
track
super
here.
off topic.
Speaking of overrated things, we're gonna segue right into our top 5 favorites list. It's our 5 favorites list of
This is gonna be
most
hard.
overrated TV shows.
I'm gonna get skewered.
This was Brian's idea, I believe, right? Like last week we talked about it.
We kind of, I said it would be a good discussion for one. For
Someone brought
sure.
it up. I believe it was you, but
Yeah, no, it was.
it was 100%. I'll take my roses.
I'm the idea man of the podcast. If you guys ever
It's
noticed.
not when it comes to names, but Jesus take the wheel when it comes to names, right?
Good
Top
name.
top five overrated shows. This is gonna be fun. I feel like Brian's gonna come straight from my heart. He's gonna list all the shows that I personally love and suggest. There's gonna be about 3. The over under is 3 of my favorite shows is gonna be on Brian's list. That's what I'm gonna say right now.
Probably at least 3.
What do you think? What about for me? Do you think there's any of your favorite shows on my list?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty wide
I
open
wouldn't be able to
category.
know.
Jack, I have no idea what you got on yours. Jack's a wild card.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy.
Wild card, bitches.
I wonder if Jack's gonna agree with me or if he's gonna think I'm crazy.
It's gonna be
I
interesting.
feel like me and Jack kind of align a little bit.
We
How do
do.
you guys want to establish the order here? We're
I don't have my
for
laptop, so I can't do the.
okay. We can do rock paper scissors. Odd man goes first. Odd man picks the. We can do rock paper scissors on here. It'll work. It'll
Yeah,
work.
I think it's funny.
We'll do odd and even off camera. We'll show it at the same time. Odd, the person that's not matching the odd person out is the person that gets to pick the order. Sound good?
Okay.
Um, and for our audience that doesn't know, our 5 favorites list is going to be a draft style list where if we pick a certain show, that is off the board for the rest of the gang to pick on their list. So gets a little competitive, a little juicy. This one should be pretty wide open though. It doesn't seem like there's any top number one picks or anything. So a little strategy comes into where you want to pick in the order of the draft here. But I digress. Let's get into it. Odd or even, show an odd or even number on 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, let's go. First, I was gonna be like, I was first. You guys saw me, but it worked out. So,
I think we were, yeah.
yeah,
We were all
no,
honest.
it worked. You think it worked pretty good?
I thought we were honest.
Not bad, not bad. All right.
Once we get a producer, is Tatum busy? Maybe he could help on producing.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. He's just
Huh.
figuring out how to use his motor skills. So we'll see if he has time. If he has time to do that. I'm gonna go third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go third. I want that back to back. It is a snake style draft, so if you pick third in the first, you pick first in the second. So, and then we're gonna have. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll have Jack go first. I want to see what Jack's got on the table.
You
And
piece of shit.
Brian will be in that middle corner there. That's not bad. Two's not bad for this. There's really
I
no
guess it'll
bad number
it'll
for
let
this
me
one.
know where Jackson's head is at. I guess
Yeah,
he'll
it's gonna
play
be
his
good.
cards first.
It's
But
gonna be good.
if he picks my number one pick, then I'm fucked.
He's
But I'm
not
gonna get
because I
skewered.
think he's a fan. Okay, well we'll see.
Well, let's
I'm
go.
gonna get
Let's kinda
skewered
let-
on one of my picks. Is a couple
I
of my
already know
picks.
which one you're
My whole list is gonna be like people are gonna be like, what the fuck? But we'll see. We'll see. All right, Jackson with the number one pick on most
man.
overrated TV shows.
So this is gonna piss off a lot of people.
Piss him off, Jack.
But you know what? I'm strong with this because it did not do me well at the end. And then, yes, I did watch the rest of the show. And I'm gonna
How's he
go.
gonna do it?
I'm terrified. I feel like he's gonna
I'm gonna
piss
go
me
with
off.
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
ah.
I don't know though. That's brutal. That's
That's
I hear what you're
tough.
saying, Jackson. I hear what you're saying.
How many
I
seasons?
like
How many
those-
seasons? 7 seasons.
7.
And
That last season's tough.
3 of them were amazing. Four was pretty good too, right?
Oh, dude, no. I'm thinking like at least 1 through 5 were still
Okay, so
amazing.
we're gonna
Even
call
Yeah,
season
I didn't-
6
we're
was
gonna call it overrated. We're gonna
fantastic.
call it overrated because of one bad season.
It was like 2. It was like the last 2
Out of
were like-
7.
I think 6. I think 6 was still good personally, but
I'm putting it
that
down.
last season's so bad. Like it makes you not even want to rewatch the show a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah,
just with
it's
how
like
bad it
You can
ends.
skip it.
every
you
hour,
skip
man.
the end.
I was just, man, I was so sad because I really like, I mean, I took a long time to watch the whole series. I'm not gonna lie. I took a long time. I have a really bad time watching TV shows and continuing them. But when
You
I did
almost
finish
finished I Love Lucy. No, I'm just kidding.
no, I'm almost done with New Girl.
No
That's
tipping
that one.
picks. No tipping
Whoa,
picks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
But, like-
whoa! All right, good.
But every like you spend hours and hours on watching the show and you get really invested, and it's a beautiful 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
Beautiful.
But then then the directors and the producers and whoever wrote the last season was just like, fuck you. And was just like, we don't really care about what happened in the past. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to make it cheaper. We're just going to continue it because we have to get it done. to please the producers or whoever's paying for this thing, and then
It got
and have
expensive.
it
Those
done, and
shows got really expensive.
it felt well. But it's like you have such a huge following. I mean, how many every episode made at least more than $1.5 million. Like
Do
you
you,
have to
do
tell
you
me.
know how much an episode? It was like over $10 million an episode. Like they spent.
Yeah, but just on views alone,
I
they
know. I'm just
probably
saying. I'm just
made.
saying. It might have been a budget thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it was just a waste of time
At
on a show that was so
someday, there's gonna be a documentary that comes out that's gonna
has to
like
be.
explain why that was so
Yeah,
trash at the end.
But I think
I
that's why
just
that's my number one pick because
The
it was
fumble,
such a
the fumble was so big.
like almost every storyline that they had was just bad. Like the whole Night King episode, the battle at Winterfell was just awful.
I
I
didn't
was
Like they
hate. I
wanted
didn't
you
hate
you
it.
couldn't see anything, and then they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's how I wanted it to feel." Like I don't give a fuck. I want to
No, you
see,
wanted a
and then it's
twin.
like,
You
no.
wanted a Twin
and then
Towers
it's
feel,
like,
and
and
Cheap.
then it's
you
like,
That's cheap as
missed.
hell.
dude, and dude, it's like you literally all of John's storyline is the battle with the Night King, and you get nothing from it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like it
Like
was like
that's his
nothing.
entire
Why the hell did he
storyline,
come back to life? Why did you bring him back? Why?
dude.
Why?
Yeah, so it's tough just because like the moments in that show are huge, like the red wedding,
Oh, that
hard
killed
home,
me.
like
Battle
it's
of the
so good.
Bastards. Oh,
So
that was
good.
Battle of the
so good.
Bastards,
That was like
so
one of the last great. Although I really
just
liked that
so
last season where like the dragon comes over and like burns up the
yeah,
last
like
ceremony.
season
That
six
was a
is
good
still
one.
good.
Yeah, they had some good
It's
stuff
just that
there.
that last season is tough, and it's truly the ending. So I understand why it's on your list, Jackson. I understand.
That's a
Yeah,
banger. You
I had
came
to put
out.
it
You
number
came out
one.
hot. You came out hot, Jack.
I might come in even hotter.
All right, let's see it, Brian. Brian, number two on the list.
Number one overrated show, in my opinion,
Good lord.
The Office.
Woo! You know what? I kind of
So
forgot that you hated that show.
overrated. Like, don't get me wrong, I watched it, I liked it, but
Mm.
everyone has it as like the greatest, funniest show ever made. I think Michael Scott is annoying as fuck, especially once you like grow up. It's like you want me to love my job like you guys are my family at a paper company? Go fuck yourself, Michael Scott.
It's like more
Like in no
depressing
way,
when you get
shape, or
older.
form.
It's like none of
Yeah,
these people
it's
have friends
like,
outside of work.
dude, like, shut up. Like, you just shut up, Michael.
Mm.
Yeah, everyone just talks about it as if it's like the greatest show ever. And don't get me wrong, it was really funny. The characters, like, I mean, Dwight, like, you're never gonna have another Dwight
They're
or
so
stuff like
good. They're
that.
so good.
But then there's 10 seasons and it falls off quite a
Is there
bit.
10?
Or like nine.
There's
There's like a
nine.
That's a
I
shitload
think
lot.
of
there's nine. I
seasons.
think there's nine.
Like nine. But and then it falls off
The last two
quite a
seasons.
bit,
Once Michael leaves, it's over. It's over.
and it just like great ending, sure, had like some nice moments, but I just don't think it's anywhere near as funny as people think it is.
Mm.
And I think there's so many better and funnier shows that are just overlooked and people just the office, the office, the office.
Now you're
And I just don't think it's as good. I think it's overrated.
and I'm gonna say this one because I don't think anyone has it on its list. Is a big Parks and Rec fan.
I think it's far more
It's
superior.
basically the same show,
I
Brian.
don't because I think one, like I'm
Because
not gonna lie,
Leslie's not as
Leslie
like annoying.
Leslie does get annoying at times. I'm not gonna lie, but like in defense of Leslie, she's just trying to do good by her community, as opposed to like where like she wants you to kind of care about that aspect, where Michael's
It's just
wanting you to
selfish.
care about your like
Is it?
job
Is
and
it
be
because?
He just
selfish.
wants to be like the center of attention.
Yeah, and the characters are better, right? You got Ron Swanson, hilarious,
Ron's funny, but so
fucking
is Dwight. All right, Ron, Dwight, those cancel each other
Ron. All
out.
right, fucking
Tom,
Tom Haverford. Who's
Tom,
better than
Yeah.
Andy.
Andy.
Andy, Andy,
Andy's
Andy,
good, dude.
Andy in
Okay,
fucking
all
Parks and
right, all
Rec.
right. Mindy, I don't know. Does that count? Ryan.
You think Ryan's better than
Ryan's really
fucking?
funny.
The bigger
You
dude
got
with the
April.
beans? What's his name?
With the
April's
beans.
hilarious.
What does a bean mean?
You got
uh,
Jerry. All the time they clown on Jerry, so
Jerry's
good.
okay. Jerry's okay. April's
Jerry's
really funny. So they
hilarious.
might have like a slight because April is really funny. Like the writing is really,
Yeah,
but it's more or
Ben.
less the same. Ben's good too.
I
Damn,
just
you're
think it's
right.
funnier
You're right. And
I
then you
mean,
got
yeah,
like even the
that's
big
because
characters
but because they also go in like the very silly aspect. Like they're way more sillier than The Office.
like they
Like if you think
celebrate a
about all
mini
the
horse. It's pretty hilarious.
yeah, like I mean, Bye Bye Little
Oh
Sebastian. We
my
sang
god. You
it
know what? You're
at
right. You're
fucking
right.
Christmas bachelor
That's a
party.
good karaoke
It
song.
hit.
It's
It
a
hit.
real
So, yeah, I just think like it's more sillier. So
Okay.
like all the Pawnee stuff. I mean, Perb Hapley, like they're
Word with
what are they
Perb.
called? What's the word you call it? Ancillary characters or whatever. Like
the
just like those.
the guy that plays Sonic now,
Yeah, John
John
Ralphio,
Ralphio, one of the funniest side characters
hilarious.
ever.
Or like whenever
And his
Tom
sister.
and Joan Calamezzo,
That's
whenever
funny.
they like get in a room, it's hilarious. So
Yeah.
I think Parks and Rec is far more funnier,
Okay, that kind of
and
makes
but I
sense.
understand
I
The
still
Office
don't get
paved the
like
way.
I don't get your just like your
I
unfathomable
just
hate
don't,
for the office.
I just don't think it's as funny, and people talk about it like the Holy Grail, and I disagree.
It's up there.
it,
It's like all right,
it's
anyways,
a
all right.
it's. I think that's I mean, all of these are opinionated based on what
Yeah.
we like, but I think you have a lot of really good points, Brian, because there's a lot of other shows that are in some have some like better. I get what you're saying. I mean,
Trust me, I know I'm in the 1%. Everyone else is
but
going to think I'm an idiot.
and then personally, like I disagree, but because I
Yeah.
love The Office, but again,
It's
like
a
this
good
is an
show.
opinionated thing. So,
All right.
anyways, let's move forward.
Yeah, yeah, you go, Chad. You go, Chad.
With my number one pick, oh
I already
man,
know it.
everyone, if you know me at all, you know this is my number one. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't understand why people like this show. It is The Sopranos, and let me tell you,
The Sopranos. Sopranos.
how do you say? Who cares? It's crap. Sopranos doesn't matter. It's horrible. It's just a sad Italian man talking in a therapy session for like hours on end. You're just waiting for something to happen. Like I could not stay engaged to this show. And I tried, guys. I really did. I went in, I watched the whole first season. It was just garbage. Like I kept waiting. Nothing ever happened. Like I almost wanted to skip every single therapy session because I was just like, can I see one person get killed? One person, like just one. I'm sorry if like I'm, uh, Neanderthal or whatever, but I need to see some kind of action on a freaking Italian mob show. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, and all the family members are annoying, and it's like it's just yeah. I'm selling The Sopranos real hard. Sopranos,
No,
Sopranos.
I hear you because I haven't seen the show. I did the exact same thing where I watched season one and it didn't. I remember watching it because my brothers watched the whole show and he enjoyed it, but he also agrees like it's a slow start. Like it starts getting like really, really good, like season three or whatever he said. Um, but
One sec.
yeah,
It says that Jack's recording has stopped. Jack, do you see anything different on your thing? Sorry,
The
my
only
uh,
thing I was gonna mention that, but because someone tried to call me right now and I ended it, it kind of like
uh,
on my end it says that it completely restarted the recording.
okay. Well, I'm recording it on my end, so
It should be fine,
hopefully
I think.
we'll see.
yeah.
I swear to God. I
Um,
swear to God.
but yeah, like I agree. I remember watching it being like, I'm like, these are just like, I mean, hey, pardon what I'm about to say here, like greasy, like corny Italians. That I'm like,
Really?
wait, these are the guys that they're supposed to be like afraid of?
That's the thing. I didn't get any of that, any
That like
afraid
it
vibe
felt
at
more
all.
like are they playing like supposed to be funny ironic characters or
Well,
something?
what the fuck is doing? Oh, I can't do it. I can't. That was horrible.
um,
Uh,
but part of me does with all the talk that is around The Sopranos. I do want to go back and like watch it and be like, no,
should
I got to see the greatness that everyone talks about.
it's bad. You might as well skip season one and probably two. Dude, I heard it doesn't get good until the third season, and at that point, it's like,
What I just said.
what are we doing? Okay, sorry.
I have to go back and watch it too, but I think
I
a
was
lot of it
concerned
has
with
to
the
do
recording
with.
thing.
I think a lot of
I
it has
did
to
see your
do
eye
with like
looking at the
the
corner.
yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with just the approach and basically the style of the Sopranos. You know, like
Have you watched it, Jack?
um, I haven't seen it in a while. I think I watched like one season and I kind of
Sucks.
stopped, like
It
I do with a lot of shows. But
sucks.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just different, right? I think it was really new for its time too, though. I mean, you got to think
That's what
about.
I hear, but I mean, the
I mean,
Oz
he's
was out. Oz was a better show than that. That was a good show.
yeah,
I
but
remember that.
I
That
mean,
was a graphic mother effing show. Like
he's talking more about like I mean, when did you hear about like I mean, Tony has anxiety attacks. Like he's talking about like his anxiety panic attacks. Like that
they
was
got
pretty open. I
real.
mean,
They got real on
like
Oz.
people still have
They had
issues
butt
talking
sex on
about that to this
Oz.
day.
Yeah, but like again, I think it was just kind of new, and I think a lot of
It
people
was.
enjoyed that.
That's what people say. I mean, new isn't always good. So whatever.
Hmm I mean, true, true.
My second pick, Brian. I'm coming for you. Uh,
Oh, if you say I'm gonna go in,
no, that's probably
just
these
go.
next. My next. I have like three picks on here that might piss you off, but this next one is a reality TV show, which I think all reality TV shows is trash. I really do. Most of it. Most of it.
Is that in the same
Crazy to
Uh,
put.
category? Are
I was
we?
about to say crazy to put. Well, go with your pick and then we'll see.
I was gonna say Love Island.
I mean,
It's
I
so
wouldn't
over.
even.
People talk about that show so much,
But it's trash reality TV. Like
but
you get it because you want like the drama of it, not
Are we putting this in the
and
same category? Or
if
like,
you
yeah,
guys, hey, if we're vetoing it,
I
I
would
could.
veto.
If
I
we
would
could
veto
if we're vetoing it, I could take it out. I
because
got
it's also
options.
completely different people each
All right,
season.
all right,
Where like depending on
and
the people, it could suck.
and it's
okay.
not all scripted. It's not all
Yeah,
scripted.
yeah.
It's just annoying. The whole thing is just
I think
annoying,
you're
and it
just
makes
more
Well,
me.
annoyed that people talk about it more. Like, have you even seen it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's
I
fantastic.
admittedly only like one.
Reality TV,
reality
but it's
TV.
reality TV.
That's true.
Exactly.
I'm just a hater. Okay, I'll take. All right, we'll
You're
take
We
just
Love
could
hating
Island.
do
on it.
we could do top five under.
You just hate
My
reality TV.
second one, since that one's vetoed. This one might be worse, Brian. This one might piss you off more. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, you idiot! You're an idiot. You're
I,
so dumb.
it's not that it's just a bunch of old people bickering. I don't get
I
it.
I can see why people dislike it because if you don't like Seinfeld or George Costanza, like Larry David is George Costanza. So I could see where some people watch it and they're like, it's too much. He's too cringy, or like, why is he saying this?
It's just not
I
even
love
it's
it.
not even
I
funny.
think yeah, the
I think it's
dryness,
hilarious.
the dryness of it. Again, it's like it's an original show. I think it's original for what they did with it, and like it's truly like the dryness of his humor. I think it works really well, but it doesn't work for a lot of people. A lot of people don't understand that type of humor. I mean, not saying that you don't understand that type of humor, Chad, but like a lot of people don't like that type of humor. You know what I mean? Like,
Durr. I clearly love the show. I think it's fantastic. Even when they brought in Leon, was like
yeah.
a
Leon.
completely new, fresh, like a new like element to Larry and Leon. I think
hmm
it's fantastic. I love the Seinfeld aspect of it. I love like how it
hmm
basically just kind of like intertwines how Seinfeld does, like
Mhm.
just the little storylines. I think it's hilarious. I love Larry. I will quote Larry all the time. So
Well, that's great,
I
Brian.
think
But
it's a bad pick, but I
we're here to
definitely
talk about why
understand.
it's horrible, not why it's great. And
Well,
why it's
then talk
horrible
about it.
is no. I mean, I said it's there's just a bunch of old people bickering, and it's not the jokes aren't even that funny. And you know what I don't like about it is they get too like serious at times, and then you're just like feel bad for the old people.
No, I don't even think. I just think it's like little because it's all about Larry. Like take with the Ben Stiller birthday party, right? It's like he shows up with no gift, and then
I'm
they're
gonna be
like,
honest with
"Oh,
you,
where's
Brian.
your
I haven't
gift?"
seen every single fucking episode.
Well,
Okay.
but it's like, where's the gift? It's like, well, he said no gift, or like he doesn't sing Happy Birthday, and it's like it comes off as a dick move, but he's like, I don't like singing the Happy Birthday song, or like
Yeah, like
Ben Stiller
oh,
like
but you oh, but
sneezed,
you're cool, but you hate Michael Scott. But this guy is cool. You're cool with this guy.
but no, because Larry doesn't want to be loved. He would be okay with not being no one talking to him. His best day is probably not being bothered by anybody.
I think there's a
Yeah.
type of humor that's with Curb of Enthusiasm that's different than The
100%.
Office.
All
That's
right. Well,
completely different,
I'm just
and I think
saying
it just takes two different people.
it is a
I mean,
And
different
look,
type of humor. It's a baddie
I
humor, and I'm gonna
understand.
say it first.
I understand, but I love Larry David. I think
like
he's the
again,
greatest.
I think it's a good pick.
the show
I
The
stand by my
Archer,
pick.
right? The show The Archer has really a lot of really
Oh,
good
Archer, yeah.
has a really I think it's a great show. But again, like it doesn't work for everyone's you
That's
know
another show. You kind of wait to get more funny, and it just never
comedic.
does. But all right, Brian. Pick number two.
So I'm gonna go with this one just because I think it kind of like laid the path for Marvel TV shows and stuff like that. I'm going with WandaVision. I thought that show sucked. I didn't think it was that
Is it
good. Looking,
overrated?
oh, it was like literally nominated for like Emmys, I think.
I thought it was good.
I didn't like it. I just felt like it's one thing where these storylines aren't really leading to anything for a while, or they like bring it in at episode six, where it's like the first however many episodes, it felt like I was watching I Love Lucy, and I'm like,
I
yeah,
agree.
there's a reason why I don't watch I Love Lucy because that shit fucking sucked, and I feel like I'm watching it, and then everyone's like, yeah, but like, didn't you think it was funny how it tied together at the end? No, because I still watch shit for like four episodes,
It was
and it's
cool
like, okay,
because
that's a sweet moment. Like that's what her mind went back to because of what she
The
experienced as a kid. But like, it still sucked. I did not like it, and everyone talks about it like it was amazing. And
It
I'm
was
like,
not good.
this show stinks.
it was
And
cool.
there was
She
a
was
reason
trapped in a magical spell, and she was trying to get out of it, and it progressed through TV
they had
time.
so
It's
I
much
tight.
get it, but
It's
opportunity.
it
freaking
still
cool,
wasn't
Brian.
good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I agree with Brian. Like they had so much opportunity and money, like money.
Yeah,
They had a shit ton of money on
and
that show, and they didn't do it justice. And they had that's why they came out with 3 episodes right away because they were like, well, this is a shit. Like the first 3 episodes
Just
are
wanted to
really
get over
nothing.
with it.
Well, like they knew that the first 2 episodes were fucking nothing. Like
I very well. They don't give you much, and you're kind of wondering what's going on. So
it,
yeah, I
it,
get
it,
why you wouldn't want
they
to
don't
wait
give
a
you
week for that.
anything. Like if you
Okay, but
watch them,
that's
you
the
like
point. And sometimes
you
it's a
could
that, and
good
you
then
could
slow
skip to the
play.
fifth
They
episode and be like, okay, I know what's going on still.
yeah.
You know what
All
I
right.
mean? And
and
it's
then
I liked WandaVision. So
yeah, and then it kind of just like led the like I think then Marvel's head got big of like their TV
they just
shows,
wanted to get more
and it's just
weird.
like I just didn't like it, and then just
yeah.
like I'm like, what is everybody talking about? This show stinks.
All right.
And
Yeah.
it's like you have
Fair.
really again you're going back. You have really good actors. You have really good a story that's really good. It could be really good, but then they mess it up again because they're not cheap. Because again, like every episode, I think was so much money because it was like live. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I think that's the only really cool part of WandaVision for me was that is that they treated it like an old studio, and they actually had they like
Live
the
audience.
dishes that were like hanging in the air randomly, like you know that was all by string, and like they actually did things like with puppets and all that, and like they didn't use a lot
Kind
of
of cool, Brian.
CGI. But that doesn't make the show cool. It just kind of makes it like,
Does make
okay,
it makes it
they
kind of
actually,
cool. Makes it kind of
Doesn't
cool.
make it good.
it doesn't make it good like this, and that's what sucks too, right? It's like you have all these elements, but
Did you?
then it's a shitty show.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that they continue to do with a lot of their shows. It's you have all these elements that we're really we're really hoping that you're gonna do justice, and then they don't.
Yeah.
It's-
All right.
Now
All right.
we're
All
here
right.
again.
Let's WandaVision for Brian's second pick. Jackson with the second pick. What do you got?
Okay,
You got a back to back here, so
my second pick. How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I can see
Uh,
that. I
I'm
have no real
rewatching.
arguments.
I'm rewatching it, and it's not that good.
it was. I mean, it was praised though. I mean, so
It
many
was
people
at
love
the
that show.
time,
At the
like,
time, it was the
and
best.
there's
It
a,
was the most popular show on
it
TV.
was
Still, a
huge.
lot of people
Everyone
love that
know who
show.
the mother was.
Uh, but it's
Yeah,
like,
They
but then
fumbled the
again,
bag at the end too,
yeah,
kind of.
you go to the ending
for sure.
and they rip it from you. They
It's
rip
like
it.
she ends up dying, and you just end up getting with spoiler alert, Robin anyways. Like, come on.
Again, it's like it's the whole like, okay, so what was the point? What
It's
was the
tough.
point of all those episodes that I watched where I was like, man, I really hope it's them too. Man, I really hope it's that person.
Well, it couldn't have been anyone you met. I mean, how they did it right, kind of, because you couldn't have met anyone because the show's How I Met Your Mother. So like, as soon as they meet, the show's over, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's like in a clever way. It's like you're cheat. Like again, it's like it's just
I would have been fine with them saying like that's the mom. They live happily ever after. You know, killing her off and then him ending up with Robin anyways. I thought was like cheap.
Yeah,
that's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
crazy. It was crazy.
So
Like it's a waste. It was a waste of your like
that's a good pick.
So that's my
Good
second
shout.
one.
Good pick. And for your third pick,
Oh, he's cooking.
I don't think he knows it's him. Jack, you have a third pick, Jack.
Shit. Can we go back around?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
he
is
doesn't
going
have
back.
one.
This is going back around. You don't have a third pick?
I'm trying to think. I had it in my head.
Oh boy, this is rough. This is rough.
We know who lost the draft.
This is tough. First episode.
Okay,
We
I
don't
got
got
it.
our shit
No,
ready.
no, no. I had it in my head. I'm sorry. I had it in my head. I had a lot in my head.
Have it
I
in
don't
our
have anything right now.
head. Going
Sorry.
acapella.
I'm gonna go Grey's Anatomy.
Fuck a clock. Oh, cool. You know what? I had that on my list,
I'm
so
gonna go Grey's Anatomy
it was
because
down there, but
it has.
I wasn't gonna pick it out of respect for my wife.
I
'Cause she
mean,
loves
I
that
mean,
show.
I respect the continuity and what it's done,
Oh, I was watching.
but
She had it on. She had it on the other day. Couldn't tell you one character on there besides the main chick.
it's like it's.
Great.
Yeah, Miss Gray.
But I guess
Shocking, you piece of
again,
shit.
it's like it's either you like it or not. Because I'm watching this show called The Pit on Max, and I think that show's way better than
Stop saying pigs. No, just
you know
kidding.
than friggin' Grey's Anatomy. But Grey's Anatomy again was like revolutionary, and
Revo.
that's why it lasted so long, and it's
Those
still
first
going on.
couple seasons
It, wa-
were
it was back
pretty
when
decent.
network TV was a
Yeah,
thing. Like network TV isn't a thing anymore.
Network TV
right,
sucks now.
right. So yeah, that's my third pick.
That was a good two picks, Jack. Good two
It's a fair
picks.
pick.
All right, B
I'm gonna
Rod.
get skewered again for this pick, but I stand by it. Stranger Things.
Mm,
I,
interesting.
I people that was a phenomenon.
Wow.
People love that
You don't
show.
like that
And
show?
I remember watching like season one and I got to like episode 4 or 5 and I was talking to my brother and I'm like, oh, is this like when it starts getting good? And he's like,
You're
oh, you're not hooked? And I'm
not
like,
hooked
oh
yet.
shit, I was like, should I already be hooked? He's like, oh yeah, I'm. Oh
Is this when
no,
it
and
starts? Oh no, it started.
I think like season two wasn't very good from my remembering. And I mean, how long has the show been on? Like it's been dragging for like,
Those kids grew up on that show.
yeah,
It should have ended last season. I will say that. Like they should have
I
just
just
that was a good ending.
yeah. To
And
be
they
fair, I stopped watching, but like the
I
height of
agree.
that show was like
last season was really good.
crazy.
Run up the road,
No,
run
I
up
stopped
the
watching. So
hill.
I have that show as
So,
Uh,
overrated.
so I have an opinion about that too. I think the last season was really good, but what they did wrong with that is that I think they waited too long, like Brian was saying. Like you
no, the
have,
third season. What is there? 4 seasons, right?
there's four, but there's a part one and part two, right? Am I saying that wrong? Like there's like
I
a
think so.
of the same season. But like the part one was great. I think it was good. Like I thought it was like kind of what they were going for in the beginning, but they didn't really attack that well. But then you had the third season, and I was just so like,
Underwhelmed.
I didn't like it. It was like the whole world was ending, and then you had them like started singing that song. It was which I was so annoyed by that girl. I did not like that girl. I thought she was so annoying. What's it? I can't remember names right now. But
The
the two
redhead chick
nerds, the two big nerds of that show, are like in love with each other. It's the kid with the lisp, and he has curly hair,
and the
and he's
redhead
trying to
and the redhead
what?
girl that has
No,
a
no.
asshole
Wait,
brother.
no,
We're
no,
still
no.
talking
I'm
about
talking
Stranger
about
Things.
yeah, yes. So there's the kid that has curly hair, right? And he has like messed up teeth because he has a condition.
Yeah, yeah.
And his love interest in that season, or still is, I think they're together. They're like
It's the
boyfriend
redhead.
girlfriend.
It's the redhead chick, no?
I thought it was like the girl that like kind of helps them out get through,
Oh yeah, it is that one chick.
and they start
That
singing that song. Like they start singing that random like never ending story.
that was
Uh,
funny. I thought it was
it
cute.
I
was
don't even know. I
again
just
like
know it. To me, it's overrated.
All right, all
People talked
right,
about it like all that. Yeah, that's my
it
third
just
pick.
it ruined it for me. But
all
again,
right.
I agree with Brian.
Shit, what's my third pick? All right, let me break the list out here. Third pick. We're gonna go with Gilmore Girls. A lot of people like Gilmore Girls, and I'm all for kind of the sappy, like shows like that, but it's just nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. There's nothing interesting about these people's lives.
Things happen.
I ask people too on the like what's a good episode? Like what's the plot point here? Oh, it's a mom and her daughter. Okay, and what is that it? It's just like are they like in poverty? Are they like insanely rich? Did they hit the
It,
lottery?
it,
Like,
it,
what's the
it's
story
network
point? Like,
TV. It's network
it was
TV.
really bad. So like,
That too.
that was like during like the like Seventh Heaven kind of shit. Like where it's just Seventh
A
Heaven's
little bit after,
that's
a bit
that's
after.
another one where it's just oh my god, it's so
Mm.
boring. Yeah, that's my third pick, and then my fourth pick. Ooh, this one's gonna get people. Seinfeld.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Damn it, Chad. Damn it.
Seinfeld.
Why?
Did you want that one, Jack?
No, because you're like you're killing all the original shows that brought all these shows up to life. You know, like it's like
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
say
Seinfeld's hilarious. I know it's
the
not for
show.
everybody, but
I
it's
watch
hilarious.
it
I
and
love Seinfeld.
it's okay. It's kind of funny. It's not funnier than the other show. I'm not gonna say it because I'm assuming it's on Brian's list. But
Curb Your Enthusiasm. You
no,
already had that.
the
You
show.
basically drafted it twice.
you did. True.
You basically
it's two
did.
different shows. It's two completely different shows. Seinfeld's not as fun. People treat Seinfeld like it's the funniest show ever made, and it's not. I'm sorry.
It created the steps for all these shows. Like it
Yeah, Sopranos too.
it did.
It can also go
I
fuck itself.
I like Curb more than Seinfeld.
A lot of
But
people love Seinfeld, and it's like there's
no,
a
no,
show.
agreed,
I'll
agreed.
say it later because I don't want to take pics away, but it's compared to a show a lot, and everyone always says Seinfeld's always funnier than that one, and I 100% disagree. So I just think it's super overrated. People talk about it like it's the greatest thing since whatever,
Sliced
and I
bread.
I disagree. I disagree. I really do. So yep, two picks: Gilmore Girls and Seinfeld. Brian, we're back on the board. Jackson, what the hell? Okay, are we back? Did we get another call, Jack?
Uh, I got some emails. I was trying to.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't stop
Um,
it though. I didn't stop the recording.
I'm gonna. I feel like everyone's gonna see my list and just think I'm the biggest fucking idiot ever. I'm going with
You got some
another
banger. You
show.
got some bangers on the list.
Yeah, like I got shows that people are like, is this an overrated or
I
a good
think I think
draft?
WandaVision's like
Um,
probably the only one like you have like.
I'm going with The Mandalorian.
Oh my God, Brian.
I think that one's also overrated. I
I
think
think I.
people just
You
like
know what, Brian?
fall in love with the world and they're not like separating the world from the actual
Yeah.
product. And
Hmm.
it's just
You didn't
like
I
like the
agree.
ending. You didn't like the
this.
ending to season. Was it one or two? The
I
one where
just like, I
Luke
remember,
Skywalker comes in and just murks everyone. You didn't like that?
to be fair, I stopped
Oh
watching.
my God, dude.
But
I thought that
like,
was cheap.
but I saw a clip of that and I'm like, that's how they introduce like Luke. I think people are just obsessed with Star Wars and they're just thinking of the world of it. And I just don't think it's that good. I remember watching it and being
I
like,
agree.
what am I missing? Like what in my brain is missing that people are like loving this that I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's
Disney has
not
this
that
thing
good.
too, right? Disney does this thing where they add little tiny cute and adorable characters to all their stuff. Like, I mean,
For money
it for money to
It's
you
for
because
know
it
merch.
works. It's because it
It's for
works,
merch.
guys. It's
And
because
and
it
then so they
works.
brought in Grogu, right? And it's like people are like hypnotized. It's like they almost forgot about like the actual show a little bit, you know what I mean? And so like you get all of that as well. You get the merch planning and it's like it's all about money.
Yeah,
Um so hopefully they add a little bit more to that show. It's not bad
I like
and
it.
I
They're
guess
making a
it's
movie
not
out of it. You guys are obviously
I but
but
that's also like they're
in
also making a
the
movie
norm.
and yeah,
You
I
guys
mean
are
look,
not the norm thinking.
I know I'm not like people would be like they're gonna think I'm an idiot. But like I
I
don't
think it's
think it's that
overhyped too.
good.
All right, all right.
The show Andor though, have you seen that?
I like that
That's a
show.
good
That
show. That's
show's
a
I
good
thought
good.
it was
show.
a good one.
They got a season
There's
two
still some
coming
like
out.
things that they would need to tweak, but like I was entertained by it.
I think it's more entertaining than Mandalorian.
100%.
Anyways, we're running a little long here, so we're gonna speed around these last
Super long.
few picks here. Jackson, you're up next here with your fourth and fifth pick.
I'm gonna go with
Really
Dexter.
scraping the bottom of the barrel here, huh, Jack?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Dexter.
It's a good
Dexter.
shout. That's a good shout.
I think that show's very overrated. I think it's good. Like I really liked the show a lot, and maybe that's why it hit me so hard is that because I liked it so
S-
much. But then
Season
like
1 through 3,
They
great
yeah,
just they
TV.
just
After
do the
that,
same thing over and
trash.
over,
but
right?
then
They
and then it just started getting repetitive, and then the ending happened, and I was like,
I
it
didn't
threw
see
me
it.
off a lot, and I was like, it was another weak attempt and cheap and something to close the books because they didn't have anything else.
Yeah, it's because the original showrunner left after season 3, and it just got bad. Like at
Got
one
bad.
point, they had his sister Deb falling in love with Dexter, and I'm like, what the fuck are
It
we
was
doing
weird,
here?
man. It was so
Like, I'm
weird.
like, they're granted they're not related.
I'm gonna be
He's
honest.
adopted,
I
but I'm
always got
like,
that vibe, Brian. I'm gonna be honest. I
but I'm
always got
like,
that.
they grew up together, like, and all it was like a therapist one time was like, do you love Dexter or are you in love with Dexter? And then it was like, wait, what? It's like,
It was
fuck
weird.
I
out. It
don't
was so
know.
bad. I hated that storyline.
It threw me
So yeah,
off.
I mean, I don't know how rated it is. Like if people have it top tier, but
People love
It's
that
a
show
good.
a
I
lot.
mean, granted, to be fair, yeah, they literally made spin-offs of that
A
show.
prequel
So,
show. They made a
yeah,
prequel show. Yeah,
yeah, to your
exactly.
point, I get it. It's a good shout.
Good pick. Good pick. And your final number five, if you have anything.
He's like, can we just end at four?
We might have to. I mean, I might have to cut the last two picks here. We might. This might be a top three.
I have a couple. I don't even know. I hmm, if I want to say them or not.
Ooh, he's afraid of the backlash.
No, cause like
Afraid of what mom's gonna say.
I don't give a shit. That's funny. Um, no, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna
Oh,
say
good
Family
pick.
Guy. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say Family Guy
that's
just
fair.
because uh, it's different. It's an animated show.
I have an
Um,
animated pick here. Probably my
yeah.
last pick.
I have
Because
an animated one as
and
well.
my reason is because American Dad is so much better. I don't know if y'all know about that show at all,
I
but
love
it's a
American
great
Dad.
great show.
I
It
like
and it's
Family
like
Guy
it's like
too.
he took Family Guy's ideas and he just made it way better.
Sometimes
And
second time's a charm, Jackson.
that's my opinion too, but I think Family Guy is just like it's just too much. Like I think there's like a point, and then there's just like okay, now you just keep on stepping over the line, and then it gets like not funny,
It
and
is
then it just
really fucking random, and then they kind of
yeah
drag jokes a lot now. So
yeah, and that's just not I think some things
Do you
work
guys
really
still
well.
watch Family Guy?
every once in a while, I'll pop it on, if it's on, or
Yeah, I mean
if
it's
I'm bored.
nostalgic.
If
It's
it's like the
nostalgic.
first thing I see on like the suggested plays, I mean, might throw it on.
It's great for its time. I don't think it's better than The Simpsons either, but
Stop
like
saying
again,
pigs.
sorry, pigs. That's
I
my
mean,
bad.
I just liked how South Park destroyed Family Guy with how their
The
jokes were with the
manatees.
manatees, and it just
So
like
That's
played
good,
out
right?
like,
I don't
oh,
think
dude, that's
anyone.
so
I
good.
don't think anyone has South Park on their list.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
that's an
South
all
Park is
timer.
so good. Oh my god, it's such a good show.
All right, well, Family Guy, not a bad.
Yep.
I think Jack's list is like the most reasonable.
Yeah, oh, mine's the most hated for sure.
Mine's
You're
just
you're gonna get you would get some hate as well with
yeah. We
Seinfeld
get.
and
I got
Curb
I got
and The
Curves
Sopranos
and Sopranos.
actually.
I'm gonna get a lot of
Yeah.
backlash from Sopranos. Yeah,
I think a
Um.
lot of people love Game of Thrones. Like I think that's
Yeah, that
like
is true. That is
50-50.
true.
but they'll
I've had
get why you
fights.
picked it. But
I've
they'll
had
get why.
fights.
Well, hold
But
on.
the
Let me make my last pick
yeah.
because I think this has definitely fallen off a lot. But like when it was at its height, and I remember like watching the show, and I was like, "Yo, wait, people love this shit." Rick and Morty.
Uh, I mean a
It fell
lot.
off a lot.
Like since
So like
when? Well, like all that
I
stuff
would say
happened.
I never got it. I never got it.
Really? You didn't like the
I
first
never got
season?
the love. No,
Really?
because I remember we watched it. I think at like
Interesting. That's a big
Pete's
pick, Brian. That's a big
bachelor
pick.
party. I think we watched it at like Pete's bachelor party, and I remember watching this, and it's like, wait, am I? What am I missing here? I think this shit's that funny.
That show you kind
And
of
I
have to
like
like
Dan
sit
Harmon.
down and
I love
really,
Community
yeah, it's the same thing, just in animation form. I think you got to
and way
really
weirder.
listen to the, yeah, well, you got to listen to the jokes a little bit
But
because it's real
did it fall
fast.
off? Because you were a
Well,
Rick and Morty guy, right?
yeah, because Dan Harmon got into all that shit, or whoever did the other guy.
Oh, the voice dude who played
Yeah,
Morty
yeah, and
or
so
Rick.
I don't think it's the same anymore, but so yeah, in a sense it did, but it's kind of a different show now because it doesn't even have the same people that started it. But
Yeah.
I get it, I get it. That's a good pick.
That's a harsh pick, man. A lot of
That's
people
a
love
big
that
one. That's
show.
a big one.
People love it. I mean,
you
it
got
literally
some
had a
you got
fucking.
some
It
fucking
had some. It
hits
got a
on here,
sauce at
Brian.
McDonald's.
My
I mean, the
last one's
show's good.
yours should have been the last pick because that was way better than what mine's is going to be, which I just picked Adventure Time. I know a lot of people really enjoyed that show growing
I
up,
never
and
seen it,
I
I
just
love that
try.
show.
but people love it. But people love it.
There's a
Yeah.
whole
I love that
generation
show.
I think I'm just a little too old maybe to like really connect with it, but
It's my
Yeah,
generation.
I really hate that show. It's not funny at all. I always feel like I'm like a worse person after I watch it. So it's just two thumbs down for
Man,
Adventure
that's
Time.
hard. I love that show. I grew up. It's very nostalgic. I think it's in that
Well,
middle in
I'm
between.
glad I got you with one, Jack.
It's like it's like a millennial type of generation in between. It's like that show Flapjack. You know, it's
That
like that.
show was funny because of the voices, at least, but like
Um, but
Adventure Time made no fucking sense.
a lot of those shows don't make any damn sense, man.
That's
Like
true. That's true.
Bubblegum or whatever that show was called. And
They were doing some wild things in the 2000s.
Yeah, I mean they had some crazy ideas. Like it was
Remember
like not
Robot
even
Chicken?
2000s. It was like
Oof.
2010 to like 2014. Like it was some weird shows that came out.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right, fellas.
good call.
That's gonna complete our five favorites list. It with a runtime of an hour
I told you.
30, something like that. We're trying to get it down to an hour max, and it's just not working.
We like to talk.
We like to talk. We're jibber jabbers, you know. To go over the
Read the
list.
list. Did you write down the list? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I got them. So Jackson, your list, you got Game of Thrones, How I Met Your Mother, Grey's Anatomy, Dexter, and Family Guy to round out that list. Brian with some heavy hitters. He's at The Office, WandaVision, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, and Rick and Morty.
Some
Man,
good
those are
picks. I like them.
in my picks. I got probably the most reasonable list. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, bro.
No, I got some bangers too. The Sopranos, however you want to say it.
People
Uh,
consider that one of the greatest,
just
if not the greatest show.
however you want to pronounce it. I call it trash. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Curb Your
Uh,
Enthusiasm. Gilmore Girls, awful. Seinfeld and Adventure
uh,
Time to round out the list. So those are my overrated. Those are the boys overrated.
Anybody have any honorable mentions?
Honorable mention. I had Young Sheldon. You guys watch that show?
Oh yeah, I was gonna pick Big Bang Theory,
I like
but
Big Bang
like,
Theory. It's a fun.
but
I
I
thought
just don't. I don't know of anybody like our age that talks about it.
I love Big
But
Bang
like,
Theory.
at one point, it
We
was like
watch it
the
every night.
biggest show
That's a
ever.
good
Like
one.
It's the
more
longest running
viewed.
sitcom ever. 12 seasons, I
It
think.
is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I probably should have picked that one
I thought
though
you were gonna pick
over Rick and
Friends.
Morty.
I thought you were gonna pick
You know what?
Friends.
I thought about
I was
Friends, but
shocked you
like,
didn't pick. I thought it was gonna be like your
but
first
I
pick.
was close. I was
I
this
used
close.
to
I'm
watch it.
shocked you didn't pick New Girl either.
Well, because my thing with New Girl is like,
You just haven't watched
how
it.
rated is it? Like, do people rate it as
Oh,
like one of the
Ryan.
funnier
Oh,
shows?
Brian.
Do they?
It's
All I
yeah,
hear is
dude.
this guy and Chris talk about it. I didn't know
Open,
people talk about it like
open your
that.
ears, Brian. Give it a chance, man. It's a good show. It'll pick up
Yeah.
faster than the fucking Sopranos.
You
I'll
know
tell you that.
what? Like I did like it, but I hated Winston.
He gets. Wait, when did you watch the first season?
I love
I think
Winston,
I
man.
watched a couple seasons.
I
Because he
love
gets
how
funnier.
random
He
he
gets
is.
really funny towards the end. But
He does.
Winston has like the weirdest character arc. They got to really find his funny. Like they don't. First they try to make him cool. It
You
doesn't
hate
really work.
Winston more than Cece?
Cece's funny, dude. Cece's like the hot chick that's kind of funny. You know, she plays her part.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a great show. I'm shocked you didn't have those two on your list. Honestly,
Well, because Friends, like I watched Friends when I was younger. Like I grew up on
you
it,
watch The
and
Office too, Brian.
yeah, true. But I haven't watched Friends in like forever.
Yeah,
You know,
I put it on every now and
so
then. It's
maybe
still a
as like
banger.
maybe
I think Friends
as
is
an
funnier.
older, I would be like, oh,
I think Friends is funnier than Seinfeld.
yeah, that's a
That was the
take
one
that a lot of
that
people
was the one I
have.
was talking about. So yeah,
Would
people bang.
another maybe one on the side would be like Sex in the City.
I almost put that on my list, but I just thought maybe I
I've
probably
never
put that.
seen it to
I put
judge
that over
it.
maybe Gilmore Girls. Yeah, that's just
It's bad.
that whole show is just
It's bad, but
Is
people
it?
love Sex in the City.
and it gets worse like
Obviously,
the
Well,
longer it
granted, I
goes.
don't think we're the target audience for
Yeah,
Sex
no,
in the
that's true.
City.
No, that's true. That's true.
but I know
Swing
I
and
have
miss.
friends that are my generation that watch it and love it. Like
Men,
Girls or guys?
straight men. Just
Girls.
kidding.
Exactly.
So
But it's
That's
like
what I
same
it's like
meant
thing.
when we're not the target
Kind of
audience.
same
ooh,
thing with.
another one,
That's probably the same thing with.
Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl was on my
Oh,
list too,
yeah. I
and
should
I think that's such an
Hey, watch your
overrated.
fucking mouth. Watch your fucking mouth.
have. Damn, I should have put Gossip Girl on here.
That
'Cause
was
I hate
yeah,
that show too.
XOXO Gossip Girl,
God.
I
All
know.
right.
There's just something about like that teen drama that you kind of do love every now and then.
overrated. It's like oh, I have another one that was on my list. It's called You.
Jack,
Um,
how did you
Oh,
you went
hey, but you
you
know
went
what?
you went hold on. You went from having nothing in the third round. Do you have like 7 honorable mentions? What the fuck's going on
these are
here, Jack?
hard. These are hard
What is
options.
hard about it? You had all these options.
It's in my head,
you
and I
know what,
have to pick the
Jackson?
top
maybe
5.
maybe write some things down. I don't know. That's just my
I liked
suggestion.
I liked you. I just hated the turn that they did in this last season
I
where I
know.
was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I didn't finish it. When there was literally like he was that one dude wasn't real and he was just like
Yeah.
fake. I was just like, I'm out.
It's
I
like
was like, I
it was
can't.
an all
Like,
a dream kind of thing.
yeah. I'm like, wait, you
Tough.
were just imagining this guy?
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole time.
It's
I
tough.
was like, it was
I'm
very,
out.
yeah,
But
Spoiler
season
alert.
1, 2 were really good.
I
they're pretty
guess. I
good.
mean, it ends the same way. He gets away. So it's like,
I don't know. I didn't finish it. I hated it so much. I was like, I'm done.
But all right. Well, that was
Yeah, I don't have any more honorable mentions.
I think that wraps
I think
up
that was pretty
our
much it.
Jack said them all after having nothing in the third.
I think people would probably say SpongeBob, but I wouldn't put it down.
That was I love SpongeBob. I think it's underrated.
But
I
the
would have
but
put it.
what they did with it now, it's kind of sad. But
They're doing a lot of stuff with. They have like 3 different versions, don't they?
it's SpongeBob now. It's like it's all over the place. It's like they have lore now. They
There's like
have
a history.
they have like
Is it
baby
canon or
SpongeBob.
not canon?
They have they have baby SpongeBob. They have like movies now based on just one character. They have
Side
like
Did
characters.
nobody had any anime on their list?
oh
Oh, I should have. You know what? I should have put Naruto. I feel like that one just takes too long. And One Punch
yeah,
too. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
my hero or whatever my academic hero should be on there too.
You
Probably.
don't like that one? No.
I think
I
it's
mean,
just overrated.
I'm good with my list. I know people think I'm
We can
lazy,
we
but
can go on and on about
yeah,
anime. Yeah.
yeah.
Or you
I
want
think we
fucking
should do a
2 hours?
top five
Uh,
overrated
under
movies or
I think
underrated.
we should do that, and then we should do underrated for both as well.
Yeah,
We're gonna do a much quicker one next week. We're gonna do like top 5 sandwiches or something.
or maybe
Top
instead of
5 colors.
we do 2 separate
Blue.
episodes,
I
like
just like blue.
maybe instead of talking about pop culture, we just go right into the movies aspect. Like maybe that'll save some
Yeah,
time
but
too. But
the banter's fun. The banter's fun.
true.
All right, well
Yeah,
that's gonna wrap it up for this week's episode of Chad's Chats. I'm here
and
with the
company.
boys, Chad's Chats and Co. That's gonna do it. I'm Chad here with Brian and Jackson. Take care, guys, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Thank you.
Peace.
Let's go.
Later.